The jumbo salvages gold at Amherst awaits the white mule.
Thanks, Chuck.
We've come out of a pretty good stretch, actually. We played Trinity, Williams, and Amherst, three teams that have one loss combined, and I think we keep improving. I got back to, there was 119 points scored in our game last week, and I got back to the office that Paul had put up on the website, a game of epic proportion. And I really didn't know what he was talking about until I sat down and I thought about it. And it was back and forth all the way. We've implemented a new style this year. We don't huddle. We try to go fast. Kind of like that Oregon stuff that you see on TV. I'm not sure Oregon, but that mode, that mentality. And how we ran 119 plays, and Amherst didn't huddle, and they ran 90-something plays. So when you score 100, there's 120, 119 points scored in the game, you say, that's a lot of points in the game. I'm not sure we're playing a game anymore. When you run that many plays, it's almost like you're playing a game and a half. And our theory going into the season was that we weren't going to try to play 4 quarters. We were going to try to play 5 quarters. And the 5th quarter would be that you're running. Last year, if we were averaging around 65 plays in the game, we wouldn't have thought that was too bad. And there's only been one game this year where we haven't had at least 90 plays in the game. So the ball's moving. You meet with the officials before each game, the referee and the umpire come in, and if there was anything you're going to try, and I go, well, we don't huddle, and we attempt to go very quickly. We don't substitute a lot, so the defense doesn't have to match our substitution. So, Mr. Umpire, if you can place that ball and then kind of get out of the way, we'd appreciate that. And at halftime, the umpire came up to me and he said, Coach, I thought you said you went fast. I said, well, I said, we try to go fast. And he said, well, you don't go fast, you fly. And we do. That's what we're attempting to do. And if you look at historically in our league, Trinity, Williams, and Amherst have been the dominant teams for at least a decade. And we're trying to implement some things that would give us a chance to really, truly compete every year against those people. And it's new for us, and we keep getting better with it as we evolve. And the guy who's running the show for us is Anthony Fusillo, and he did have a game of epic proportions. I couldn't remember all this stuff, so I'll just read what Sween's put on our website. Fusillo's 503 passing yards last Saturday at Amherst is a New England Division III record, racing Sean Austin from UMass Boston's 497 yards during the 92 season. That was a long time ago, 92. I had hair then. He completed 42 of 63 passes, threw for 3 touchdowns, ran for 2 more scores, and accumulated 525 yards of total offense. Against an Amherst team ranked #1 in New England and allowing just 10 points per game, entering Saturday, Fusillo was the centerpiece of a Tufts offense that finished with 671 yards of total offense. That's a lot of yards, 671 yards. I was pissed. We had a 25-yard pass play call back on the penalty. I would like to hit 700. I would have thought that was cool. 49 points were the most the Lord Jeffs had given up since 1990. So there's a lot of yards and a lot of good stuff. Anthony broke a lot of records, some of which he'd already set previously this year, Tufts records. So that's cool. I'll give you the performance-based stuff. The thing that probably impresses me the most about Anthony is his will and his character and his toughness. Anthony missed all last year. He broke his ankle and missed the entire season last year. I've mentioned that here before, but when you think about this, it's not really, especially in our league, we don't have spring practice, that's really not a year layoff. It's almost like a 2-year layoff, because we finished the game, his last game was in November 2 years ago, and then we had 3 weeks of practice before he got hurt. So really in a 2-year period from November to the next November to the next September, he had actually played 3 weeks of football. So I think it's taken a little bit of time. He's moving a lot better now, and I think got more confidence and playing with more confidence with a new system, but I think physically feeling better. But those things are important, but it's what he brings to the table every day. Even in last year's struggle when he was greatly disappointed, captain of the team as a senior and not having a chance to play, stood up and handled it like a man and made our team better. He does that continuously. His mom and his dad are here today, and Coach Fusillo is coaching on our staff now, actually, but Anthony, Coach Fusillo and I played way back at Worcester Academy a long, long time ago, and so I know where Anthony's toughness level really comes from. His dad was a great competitor and is in the New England, in the Massachusetts High School Coaches Hall of Fame, so couldn't be more proud. I'm glad he's with us, but Anthony Fusillo is the Gold Helmet Award winner for his performance last week.
First of all, I'd like to thank the writers for the award. This is truly an honor. And Coach, for letting me throw the ball 67 times a game, which is obviously. But, this team, this award really goes to my team, and especially our offense. Our offensive line was phenomenal. I had one sack on Saturday, and, Coach brought me in the film and was like, this one's on you. You hold the ball a little too long, but definitely true. Our offensive line has played phenomenal this year, and, we got tremendous receivers, and that's, that's one thing you don't see in the stats, that, the guys played phenomenal, and, it makes it easy for me to sit back there and throw those guys. So, thanks to Coach and thanks to the team, and I want to also thank my parents for always being there for me and, for being here today. Thank you very much.
This week we have Colby. They come to town, which is nice, and we'll try to get back on track. We need to get a win. One of the things that's been impressive is how our team, I think, competes and has been just fighting, and we'll keep fighting. I believe that for a fact. But I like our guys. Now they won't go away, and they keep battling hard. And the performance on Saturday, Amherst is good. Now they're not number one in New England and won 14 games in a row for no reason. So we got a chance to hang in there with some people, and I like our group of guys. There were some other great performances. Dylan Haas, one of our inside slot guys, had 11 catches for over 200 yards, which is a pretty good day. And Pat Bailey, who I've mentioned a number of times before, is our running back, but he actually leads our league in receptions this year. And we think a lot of those things are little toss sweeps when we throw them out to Patrick. So we've got a number of guys. It's not just one guy, and it's not the system. It's although I do like the system, it's pretty good. So good luck to everybody. Congratulations. That's a great award. All of these are. Stay healthy.